Welcome back to another episode of BILLINS World.
We here.
We like to shout out our sponsors, Beauty Divine Treats and Pure Glow Candles. If you're trying to find those guys on Instagram, it's beauty_divine_treats and Pure Glow Candles CO. On Instagram, I'd like to thank our sponsors. So, welcome back to BILLINS World. This is not a podcast. This is BILLINS World. Point blank, period. And he gets to say whatever the fuck he wants to say and do whatever the fuck he wants to do. And you guys have the option to disagree, agree, but still be part of the festivities. So this week, we will be talking about
Released in 1996, Fugees The Score. Their sophomore album, which is I believe, diamond selling. The album sold crazy units back in 96. I mean, well, to this day. I mean, and shout out to Fugees from, Jersey as well.
Yeah, we are from Jersey. We are stationed in Jersey. However, that won't matter because we are going to give our honest opinion about this album. Mm-hmm. We will give it its flowers, and we will also critique the things that we want to critique. And you can agree, disagree, whatever. Chime in the comments. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my boy's channel, man.
Yes.
We see y'all watching. 1,000 on the first show. Thank you. We like to thank you for that. 1,100 and some change, right, Billin?
Yes.
We thank you for that. Shout out to Grandma. Saw Grandma in the comments.
Yeah, it's appreciated.
All right, so Billin, what's one of your favorite tracks off this album, man?
Definitely Cowboys. That's probably up for grabs for probably the best track on the album. To me,
The best album, the Cowboys?
Probably my favorite track, It's neck and neck with Fugees Law, because Fugees Law is, all-time fave as well. But Cowboys, man, like, they really was spitting, along with The Outsiders, which consists of...
Oh, you talking about the weak-ass diss song.
Which is alleged to be a pog diss. I mean, Wyclef saying rappers want to be actors, playing the Jesse James role.
That was a weak-ass diss song, bro. If that's a diss song to Pac, I'm pretty sure Pac never answered to that shit, did he?
Well, it was records that were released after he passed with that he mentioned the Fugees. I remember hearing it, I'm like, what the hell happened with the Fugees? You know what I mean? But hey, 'cause, he didn't say his name, but the album did drop first quarter along with the other classic from the previous video. Check that out. Of All Eyes on Me. They were both actually released. These albums were released the same day. So some say this album is the greatest comeback of all time because this is not the Fugees' first album. They had an album previously in '94.
And I really did not know that. I thought that fucking Score album was their first album.
No.
And listen, he played a track off the first album for me, and let me let you know right now. Trash. That shit was garbage, bro. That shit was garbage. I don't give a fuck with nobody. This shit was garbage, bro. Speaking of garbage, there are a couple of filler tracks on this album. Which tracks did you feel like were just like, why? Why do we do this?
Wow. Yes.
Cause, bro, when we listen to this album, we listen to every album again before we do any of these shows.
Yes.
And bro, that shit was
the
torture.
Beast, the Beast is like, Family Business.
Man, that shit was torture. All the Fugees Law remixes, other than the original, were whack.
And fun fact,
they had like 3 of those on that shit.
This is actually the first album that featured Akon. He appeared on the Fugees Law Sly and Robbie mix. If anybody want to go back and listen.
And that verse was trash.
Before Locked Up and all that, but shout out to Akon.
That's monumental trash that Billin just put you on to right there. Cause that motherfucking verse from Akon, no disrespect to Akon, I got love for Akon. I like some of his songs, you know what I mean?
If you ever cross that line.
But that fucking verse on that fucking Fugees album was trash. That song was trash.
You know, and Ready or Not. Let's discuss Ready or Not. I mean,
all right, we
sample one of the most used to this day.
We on the ropes with this. You don't like this at all. You don't like Ready or Not, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, you like it? You like it? Oh,
yes,
okay.
Definitely. You know, that was,
I like Ready or
timeless
Not.
record right there.
Killing Me Softly is the song that you don't fuck with, right?
Ah, man.
Yeah, Ready or Not is a classic. My bad. Yeah, Ready or Not is a classic.
Definitely.
Ready or Not.
Sample
Here I come.
Oh my
you
God,
can't hide. Yeah, that's a classic. Yeah. Okay, Killing Me Softly was the joint that we were on the ropes with. You didn't fuck with it, and I was like,
Nah, man, to this day, it's like, especially, in an office setting, you're going to hear that record played, and often it's like, not a fan of it, but hey, to each his own, you know what I mean? Like,
facts. I mean, I don't know, man. Ready or Not is like, it's because the intro, it takes so fucking long to get into the song. Isn't that the song where Lauryn was crying?
Well, Ready or Not, she cried, saying the chorus.
Yeah, she didn't even want to do the song.
For Ready or Not,
yeah. Shout out to Lauryn, as a matter of fact. She's the only motherfucking artist to put out one album.
We're gonna give it flowers,
and go diamond. You know what I mean? Shout out to Lauryn Hill. I feel like she did a lot of spitting on that Score album. Might not have, favored a lot of the tracks, but I feel like she did a lot of spitting. She had a lot of the best verses on them songs. Because let's keep it real, Wyclef was production, so he wasn't really rapping on them shits. He was doing a whole lot of Bob Marley Bumbleclot shit, and Lauryn Hill and Pras were really carrying his ass through the album.
Hey.
But let's talk about a song that everybody loves that we felt like was trash. Go ahead. Let them know which one it is, Billin.
Killing Me Softly.
No, not that one. It's the one that everybody thought was dope, and we were like, man, what the fuck was this?
Oh, Z-Lots.
Z-Lot. Oh, my God. Yes, now, listen.
Definitely.
When we listen to this motherfucking song.
Some people said this was the best song on the album. Like, what?
How? This song was so fucking trash that while we were listening to it, we thought this shit was still playing when the next track came on.
Definitely.
That's some shit about this album.
Which was a beast. I mean,
this album did a lot of up and down. Up and down. It was like it had a hit track and then two whack ones. A hit track, then two whack ones. Like that shit was, I don't know, man. I don't know.
96 being probably the best year in hip hop history. And this is a good album, but it's like so when you look at the whole catalog of 96, it's like, come on, like this. I mean, hey, but I would say it really
Now there was a song on here though that
this album's a key part of hip hop, of 90s hip hop explosion because this was released first quarter of 96, so I'll give it that, but
there was a song on here though that they were rapping on. It was like one of those like boom bap-ish type songs and shit. It's in the beginning of the album. Was it Mike something?
How Many Mics?
How Many Mics?
That's a dope track.
That's a dope ass track. That track is fire.
Hip hop heads, I do this for y'all.
How Many Mics was fire. Lauryn Hill was kicking ass on that too.
Yes.
Lauryn
Cowboys, 96 the year niggas get dissed. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that Cowboys record is trash. That's the weakest diss record I've ever heard in my life. However, this is the 25th anniversary of this album, so we're not gonna sit here and just bash this album all day. Let's get into some of the good key points of the album. What's your hidden gem on this album? You can't really say, right? Because the tracks that stick out really were the ones that were like good. All the rest of them were fucking like either like hit or miss, bro.
Yes,
keep it real with you. It's like if I had to go with one, I'm gonna have to say maybe it'd be How Many Mics. You know what I mean?
Yes, and this is like the beginning of the album. This is like the second track.
Yeah, because Fugees La, Fugees La, that shit stuck out heavily. The beat, the song,
definitely,
the hook,
that's
everything.
A timeless record. You know what I mean? still sampled.
Killing Me
Yeah, now to this
Softly
day.
was fucking literally killing us softly. My mom used to play that shit so much, bro. And I used to be like, bro, why is she crying?
If
What
you
the
know, you
fuck?
know how Mobb Deep would later use that sample to, with God Part 3 and did it better justice. You know what I mean? Go back and check out that record, y'all. Like, but just saying, better use of the sample, but that, it's just, yeah.
The production on this album too was kind of like,
The album was produced in the basement of Alan Jers. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to that.
Yeah,
Shout out to that.
Jerry Wonder.
Shout out to that. I'm all for the underground movement shit.
Yes.
If you're an independent artist, you know what it's like. Basement, closet things. You know how we do when we really want to get it done. But yo, 1 to 10, bro. I'm not gonna cap. That shit a 5.
I might give it like a 6. Probably.
That shit a 5, bro. That album is crackita. That shit trash. That shit's trash, bro. 2 trash cans.
It sold so many units, but we know, some of the best albums of all time.
It sold mad units because of Killing Me Softly, Fugees La, and fucking what's that other fucking song that they got? That's a hit on them.
Ready or Not.
Ready or Not. Yeah, like that's it. Them couple of singles will get you far. But other than that, bro, that shit.
I mean, which will later lead to, if they was on the same label as Nas, how, he had Lauryn for Five Rule the World, you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, and that's one of the most monumental songs and shit. Really.
Yeah.
Cause Pras was on it. But all I remember from this album really is Lauryn, son. Even with the rap, Lauryn was really rapping her ass off. Now, okay, you could sit there and say you don't know if she wrote her rhymes or whatever, but she still spit them bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all get Drake the pass. Why you ain't gonna give Lauryn the pass? Shit, fuck that. Yeah, like she was really holding them down on this album, bro. Cause keep it real with you, the Pras verses was kind of light, and the Wyclef verses were filler. Honestly, respectfully though. Respectfully.
Going to November.
Shout out to Wyclef though.
And it is what it is. But to me, it's like if the Fugees were so great, how come that they couldn't follow up to this? I mean, of course we know. Following this, we would get a Wyclef solo album, Refugee Camp, whatever, All Stars, whatever.
He made a solo album?
He had a couple solo albums, bro, but he had that one right in
Oh,
97.
bro, what the
Carnival.
fuck?
My mother had the cassette and everything.
I thought he just did Gone Till November and that was it. He had a solo album?
Yes, the Carnival. Yes.
Man, Wyclef, man. That shit, wow. I gotta go listen to that. I ain't know that.
We Trying to Stay Alive, you know what I mean? Had that BG sample, but all that, like, you know. And then Lauryn with 1998 with the Miseducation. You know what I mean?
No, the Miseducation was fire though. Well, you're not too big on that, right?
Nah, like it's alright, but it's
solo albums though. You have to admit, Lauryn had the better solo album, success wise.
Yeah, man.
Diamond.
Definitely.
What the fuck did Wyclef's album do? No shade to Wyclef.
I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not sure either. That's why I'm just asking.
But I'm gonna give. I'll give Pras his flowers for Ghetto Superstar. You know what I'm saying?
That's fire. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Word,
shout
word.
RP ODB.
Word.
Shout out Maya.
Word.
Her gorgeous self.
R.I.P. to ODB. Definitely.
Yeah. Maya. Hey.
Yeah, Killing Me Softly though. Trash.
Strawberry my skip.
Production, I give it like a 5, bro. Lyrical content though, we can give that like an 8, 9. I mean, yeah, it depends on what you consider lyrical, right? Or what kind of lyrics you like and shit. Yeah, but this album wasn't really made to be hardcore though, bro. It's like a conscious rap album, right? Ain't it like a conscious rap, conscious soul album type shit?
You think?
I guess. I mean, the Cowboy song, they dissing the whole, like, street nigga shit. So it's like, you got to be going the conscious way, right? That is a weak ass diss song. Weak ass diss song, bro. Especially when you playing with somebody like Tupac.
Definitely.
Hit him up. Damn near put Biggie out, bro.
Well, at this time, Hit 'Em Up didn't drop yet.
Oh no.
Nah.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. A video for shout.
I can't even fucking believe. Now, weren't you saying who was on the intro of this album? Weren't you saying somebody was on the intro or some shit? Who was on the intro?
If you know, you know. Newark, New Jersey, Mayor Roz Baraka.
Roz fucking Baraka.
On the intro of the score, y'all. If you know, you know.
That's crazy. Roz Baraka. I ain't fucking with Roz because Roz will pull up. So shout out to Roz. I'm gonna leave Roz the fuck alone.
Brick City.
Okay, Akon's verse is trash, but Akon was on this album as well. Like monumental trash right there.
But Locked Up was a hit. I mean,
he tarnished that. Well, we ain't even gonna get into that, bro. We ain't even gonna get into that.
Man.
We ain't gonna get into that. Okay, so when you hear this album, right? We listen to the album all the way through and shit, and I'm pretty sure you used to listen to this shit by yourself or whatever the case may be. Does this album give you that one of those like I gotta repeat this, leave this on repeat type shit, or is it like a one and done?
Well, certain tracks, will still get some play, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like a straight through, like,
this shit was very hard to listen to straight through. I'm just
once in a while, you want to vibe out and chill, Fugees live. You know what I'm saying?
And this is, like, look, don't get us wrong.
Cowboys feeling competitive, because I definitely see 9-6 being, as competitive as fuck, so... You can't even, you know what I mean?
Man, you keep bringing up that weak ass diss song. That weak ass...
I'm just saying in general, like, they still coming to for this to be in the topics though of probably the best comeback album for a lot of people, because you said you didn't even know they had a
comeback album. I didn't.
You know
I really did.
So
when you told me that shit blew my mind. I said, "What? This name that first album?"
And I'm let it be known. Like I have no shame. Nappy Head's remix was always my shit. Like even going to back then, like say I have no shame. I tell you, I like Ice Baby. Like I'm gonna listen to whatever the fuck I want. Like. You know what I'm saying? So even them records, like, especially if my mother would say it was corny and maybe turn it off, or I'd be like, man, I play the shit out of them shits now because I still remember them days. Like, I even was bumping like Informer.
Was anybody big on the whole Fuji shit with you? Like, was anybody big? Well,
definitely.
on
I believe my aunt probably, who was a big music collector. Like, she put me on to a lot of music as well. Shout out to my aunt, like. Rock and everything, and she had this album. So,
does Grandma fuck with the Fugees?
Ooh, that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But
Grandma, if you're listening, let us know in the comments if you fuck with the Fugees. We need to know. We need to know if Grandma fucks with the Fugees. Shout out to Auntie though. From my recollection, man, my mom used to play "Killing Me Softly" all the time. Like I don't know why. I can't tell you why. I guess it's because of the whole, Lauryn Hill singing joint. But, like, I know I used to hear that and Fuji La like crazy. Not that the radio wouldn't let you not hear that shit anyway. You know what I mean? Like, back then, it wasn't like now. Like, you couldn't, like, just fucking control what you listened to. Back then, you had to just listen to whatever the fuck they gave you.
Yes.
And they used to drain some of them fucking tracks. Like, Killing Me Softly used to come on too much. Way too much.
It still do. But shout out to BLS. Ooh.
It still come on? They still play that? I haven't listened to the radio in forever. I'll give it a real with you, so I won't fucking know. Shout out to the morning rides to work. Listening to that shit. That gotta be.
You know what I'm saying? And next up you'll probably get, giving you the best that I got. You know what I'm saying?
No, thank you. Once again, shout out to our sponsors, Pure Glow Candle Company and Beauty Divine Treats. Look, man, if you're trying to get some good smelling candles, make sure that you hit up Pure Glow Candle Company on Instagram. She got some great scents. And if you're trying to get baked with the motherfucking goods, hit up Beauty Divine Treats because they got some real good edibles, man. I just ate that velvet cake donut, and that's really good. And I'm starting to feel it already, so that's always good, you know.
Yep.
So really, that's really our so okay. So what do you get the whole album? You said like a 6, right?
Yeah, I'll give it a 6.
Six. I give it like a 5. The lyrical content I thought was pretty good. I felt like Lauryn Hill was kicking a lot of these Joker's asses on these verses. I mean, she was really fucking rapping on this album. Shout out to Lauryn Hill. Much success to you. You only put out one album and fucking went diamond. That's fucking amazing. You're from Newark, New Jersey as well, so shout out to you. Jersey strong. Wyclef was also a big part of Cannabis's career. So we can't just sit here and act like Wyclef hasn't done anything. Wyclef gave us one of the best lyrical MCs to do it back in the 90s, Cannabis. Second Round Knockout was one of the most epic diss songs ever when he was going at it with LL. And I believe that's produced by Wyclef, right? Got Mike Tyson on the joint and all that.
Now, I don't know if he produced that track in particular, but I know he was behind Cannabis for that first album, which a lot of, some people felt, that he should have went with another route, not going the Wyclef route, because, it didn't really work out for him if he...
I mean, the Cannabis album was flat because the beats, like, I don't know, is Wyclef really like a really beat heavy dude? I feel like he's good with like production, like maybe songwriting and stuff, but beats, like, is he really a beat dude? Like, name an epic beat from Wyclef other than Fugees Lie and all the shit that we just covered and.
Wow.
Go until November? I don't know, man. I don't know. Shout out to Praz. Praz wasn't too memorable on this album, though. I'm going to keep it real with you, man. Lauryn Hill was really rapping her ass off on this album. All I could remember from this album is Lauryn Hill. And even on that weak-ass diss song, Lauryn Hill went hard.
Shout out to Rod Digger also on that track.
Rod Digger was on Rod Digger was on the album. Shout out to Rod Digger and the Outsiders. Word.
Yes. Case One, Zen.
Yeah.
Z.
Young Z, right?
Yes, Young Z. Yeah.
Young Z is a fucking OG in New Jersey. If you don't know, you feel what I'm saying? Oh yeah, definitely. That's a go. What can we really say about Wyclef other than what we just said? Did Praz have a solo album after the Fugees album?
I believe so, yeah.
What was it called?
Oh, I don't know. I could be real.
Yeah, no.
Oh, and also, how can I forget, I got to shout John Forte, who also had a verse on Cowboys and was, affiliate of the Fugees, John Forte, and he's welcome home. I believe he's, is home now from doing a stint and everything, and a bid, whatever, and because I felt, he was a rapper from back then that, like, you always had, like, every era got that rapper that was spitting some shit, but it probably, they got overlooked, underrated, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to John Forte.
Have they ever really given the lyricists a chance, like, other than back in the 90s and shit? And even back then, a couple of people got overlooked and shit like that. I don't know, man.
Is this a classic? Hefe.
No, it's not. It's got some classic songs on it. Yes, it might be a classic to other people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not at all like saying that you're wrong if you call this a classic. To me, it's not a classic. It was very hard to listen to, and I don't feel like a classic should be very hard to listen to. You know what I'm saying? I'm a rapper myself, so I'm a little hard on things. So, like, I'm gonna give you my honest opinion, and I wasn't too much of a fan of this album, man. I'll keep it real with you. Other than a couple of key songs that was on it, and Lauryn kicking ass every verse, it was pretty flat for me, bro. A lot of up and down. And you had up when you had like a real good song, like, Killing Me Softly, and then you got like 2 tracks of garbage, then you got like fucking Fuji La, and it's like garbage, and then well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That was the commercial track, so that's the hit. You know what I mean?
I have to say, for '96 being wow, what a year for hip hop, and but to me, not a classic. No,
Nah, it's not a classic, man.
No, and with all due respect.
With all due respect, yeah. I mean, Wyclef is a legend. Lauryn Hill is definitely a legend. Pras, legend. The Fugees in general are legends. They're from New Jersey. They put on for New Jersey. We're not at all bashing them. Well, we're not about to lie and act like this fucking album was like The Chronic or some shit like that. It wasn't. It was garbage to me as a whole project. But if you fuck with it, shout out to you.
Yes.
But we're not here to please you because this is Billins' world. So we don't give a fuck about your opinion, really. but you are more than welcome to get into the comments and talk shit to me, or just drop a comment, period, and let us know what you think about the show. Let us know what you think we could do better, whatever the case. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes.
Please.
Peace and love. Yeah.
You gave us 1,000 on the first episode. We'd like to thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much.
But the Fugees, not a classic. Type trash. 4 key songs on it. Lauryn Hill, you were beasting on this. Shout out to you. And that's pretty much it. We're going to shout out the sponsors one more time.
Yeah.
Beauty Divine Treats. If you're trying to find them on Instagram, beauty_divine_treats. Homemade sweet treats for your sweet fix. That's a good fucking slogan right there. And Pure Glow Candles. Shout out to my girl, Nessa. Got some real good scents, man. I'll be waiting on mine tomorrow.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you're trying to set the mood, man, get them candles, man. The girls like to smell good, man. Don't be a fucking dirt bomb, bro. Get some fucking candles. Get some edibles from Beauty Divine Treats. Have a good night. Lay up with Shorty. Play Killing Me Softly. Clap her cheeks. And then, that's it. Be good for the night. Billins World. Hefe to Don. Billin.
Yeah, man.
Top Billin. We'll see you guys next week. This episode should be dropping at 9 p.m. Next week. Billin, let them in. What were we talking about next week? Next week will not be an anniversary episode. We will be going in and talking about the one and only Locks We Are the Streets album. It's an appreciation vid. So make sure y'all check in next week at 9 o'clock, man. Once again, like, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to Beauty Divine Treats and Pure Glow Candles. We are out. Billin, anything else, man?
Just say bye,
That Cowboys fucking diss song was trash. Trash!